I'm out here with my buddy Brett from Overlanders H.Q, showing me some new trails, and we're checking out some new gear for the Colorado. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but we've definitely been working way too much, and we needed some time away in nature to reset. Our friend Brett up in Shasta County offered to show us around his neck of the woods, so when he was finished with work, we packed up and headed out. On the way to our overnight spot, we stopped to check out one of the hidden gems called Potom Falls. So I'm out here with Brett. He is co-owner of Overlanders H.Q. up in Redding, California. If you guys need anything Overland related, this is the guy to come see. I'm like totally new into this world. This guy knows everything. Any questions, come check him out.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're in Redding, California, 2535 Victor Avenue. Really anything overlanding related, 12-volt systems, rooftop tents, anything. We'll help get you set up.
Right on, let's go check out some trails and find camp for the night. This new overlanding setup is a huge improvement over our previous vehicle, and with the addition of the rooftop tent, we were pretty excited to get everything set up, and even happier when we saw how much easier it was to get camp ready. That means we get to relaxing much faster. Right, so we're testing out our new setup with the Colorado and the rooftop tent and all of our gear, and we didn't travel too far out. We just went a few hours outside of Redding up in Northern California, and really what we're trying to do is figure out how everything's going to work, and if there's new things that we need to get to make this a little bit more successful. We've already found a few things. Like one of them is our spot where we parked wasn't super level, so I just did the old school way with a rock and kind of just drove on it to level our sleeping area out. But it would be nice to get some sort of track set up, something we can drive on, or maybe something that's adjustable, so we don't have to go hunting for rocks, and we can have something that's a little bit more precise instead of hanging halfway off of one of the rocks. We're using the Coleman stove for breakfast. That always works really well for us. So I'm thinking about just getting a bigger propane setup for that, so we don't have to worry about the little bottles, but had some eggs and sausage and bread and all that. And to go with the Coleman stove, we've got a ton of little pots and pans and bowls and stuff from Stanley. These kits are really cool. They all just stack together. It's like 2 bowls, 2 plates, some cutting boards, some utensils, all that, and it's all contained within the pot or the pan. We also have one that we use for coffee that works really well too. So if you haven't used those yet and you want to check them out, look in the description. I'll put links to all the stuff we're using down there. Still using the cooler with the ice. We've got an Arctic 65 right now, and anyone who's used the Arctic or the Yetis knows that they actually work really well. We usually only go out for like 1 to 3 nights, and we never have a problem with the ice lasting in there. We just use like 2 5-pound bags, one broken up, one solid in there. But it would be nice to have a refrigerator eventually. I think right now we probably don't need one. One of the bigger things that we need to work on is some storage system in the bed. We need like a decked system, somewhere that we can lock our stuff up in the bed of the truck, because whenever we stop and we leave the truck out in the parking lot or something, I'm always a little bit worried that somebody's just going to reach in there and grab some of our stuff out. We didn't get a ton of sleep. I think eventually we need to get some real pillows for that, because the little camp pillows we got, although they're small and they store really well, they're definitely not comfortable enough, and they're not big enough for me to actually get a good night's sleep on them. All right, so here it is, the look at the Roof Nest Condor XL. We've got 2 full-size sleeping bags on the outside there, and then this is my kiddo's little sleeping bag that's all tucked up because, still a midget. And it's hard to tell with this wide angle, but look how much room is left down here for some bags, all this landing area to, you know, put your clothes back on or get your shoes on while you're hanging off the edge. And there's actually still some room up there at the top too. And I mean, we were rolling around. This video just isn't doing it justice. There's a ton of room in here, and we could also sleep this way if we needed to, and we could easily fit, you know, 4 people. But I mean, we almost have a little bit too much room in here. The ceiling goes way up, and last night I think it was about mid-30s, high 30s, and we were a little chilly in here. So looking to upgrade and get some sort of heater system in here so our sleep is a little bit better. The pad was great. It's a little bit stiff. That's kind of how I like it. Kid slept like a rock until he didn't want to sleep anymore, and then we were all up the whole night. Good times. This window here still isn't used because that's where the cab is, right there. And then we had the skylight closed. Got this one up over there. Overall, just really good experience, but it did get cold, so we need to look at getting some kind of heater system. The spot that we chose to camp at is very secluded. It's way out here. I think there's like 3 or 4 in our little area right here, and we got both the trucks in the same spot, and really nice with all this running water. There's this little creek going through right here, and then in the back there's a really big creek going through behind us. Really nice spot. Hopefully when we venture out further next time, we'll be better prepared to handle the cold and, you know, all of our parking and sleeping situation. If you guys have any recommendations for the stuff that you think we should have, definitely put it in the comments and let us know. I want to start looking at some better gear, some more dedicated overlanding style gear, because most of the stuff we have right now is just for camping, you know, and it does work, but we want something that's maybe a little bit faster, a little bit easier to deal with, all that. So we're getting ready to pack everything up and head back home. Got a few hours drive, and overall super successful time out camping. Really looking forward to getting out to a longer trip. This is a very impromptu trip. We're just like, hey, let's meet up and go do one overnight, and by the time we got out here it was already getting dark, so didn't have a ton of time to explore. Got to camp, set up, went to bed, but great time to be out, feeling refreshed, ready to get back into it. Definitely need this every few weeks at least to, you know, just get back to stress-free feeling out in the woods. Guys, thanks for watching our video. If you want to see any more videos of us overlanding the Colorado or going out with our friends, checking out their rigs and their setups, or if you want to see the Samurai doing some rock crawling, hit us up on Instagram at Fortune Off-Road, or you can go down and subscribe. That's probably the easiest way. That way you'll see when our videos come out. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.